So I'm probably one of the first people on YouTube to get to do a review on the CHOETECH MagLeap wireless charger that's specifically designed for the iPhone 12. So basically, here's the scenario. If you have an iPhone 12, chances are you're going to need to get a car charger, or you're going to want to have a wireless car charger so that you can keep it at eye level, especially if you're an Uber driver who uses the iPhone 12 as your primary GPS navigation device, because a lot of you have these old crappy Toyotas that don't have navigation, so you're using your iPhone 12 as your main navigation device, right? So what you're going to want is you're going to want to have a device that will simultaneously allow you to charge it, keep it at eye level. Now, this has pinching clamps, as you can see, that allow you to pinch the vanes of your HVAC system. And you're also going to have this fast wireless charging that allows you to pick your phone up and put your phone right back in place immediately. So one of the things that you already know about Apple is with the iPhone 12, they designed it with a circle and a line lineup system in the back that allows you to see exactly how your wireless charger is going to align. Now, I usually do not use my magnetic wireless charging on my iPhone 12 because I prefer to use USB-C and use the cable itself. Supposedly, Apple was trying to set us up in the future to have a wireless charger altogether to make it so that the phone has no lightning port. I personally think that's stupid, and Europe has been trying to force Apple in order to do stuff like that, which is also part of the reason why you didn't find a charging cable, a USB cable in the box. Europe has been trying to force Apple to adopt USB-C, but Apple refuses to adopt USB-C. In the long run, it's probably due to profit, because you have to remember Apple makes a lot of profit off of the lightning cable. So by making the lightning cable also a USB-C compatible lightning cable, what they did was they made it so you can plug your USB-C directly into your MacBook Pro and charge your phone simultaneously along with your MacBook while you're only using a single wire. So what they've ultimately done is they've made the wires fewer and thinner in design, and they try to make it look neater and more chic and luxurious and whatnot. So this is what you're looking for when you need a wireless charger for your car. So they're saying right here that the MagLeap is $65. Now, I believe you might actually be able to get a discount on that, because I also see right here they're saying $29.99. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out what the final price of these things are so I can put it in my chat, and I'm sure that CHOETECH will send me codes to allow you to use my YouTube in order to save money on it, but by showing that you got the information from me specifically, which is usually what most of these people do. So I'll be sure to post all this information. So anyway, CHOETECH, my favorite company that supports my channel, they sent me the MagLeap wireless car charger. It's always nice to have companies out there that support your channel, especially when you're doing all of this advertisement basically for free by buying products from certain companies. And most of those companies, they show you no recognition whatsoever. Like, they don't invite you to new car test drives. They don't invite you to anything. And then they wonder why you're willing to say the things that you're willing to say when you know that they screw up and you're going to make it public. But in any event, this is the wireless charger, and it has a ball and socket joint for the pincher. This is the pincher right here. So it has a simple ball and socket joint. All you do is stick the ball in, then you tighten it, and this allows you to pinch the vanes. Now, me personally, I'm not crazy about these pinchers, because I don't want anything connected to my HVAC system. The problem with my car is that in most cases, they don't have a really good place to set one of these things up. They don't have a place where you can easily set these things up except for the air conditioner. Now, if you have a cup holder, you might be able to get away with it in a different way, but you might require more equipment that's not included. So this is the wireless charger. As you can see, it has the pad plus the line that tells you exactly where it has to line up. But what Apple did was they made it so that it automatically aligns itself. So that's really good. And that's the charger right there. I do have a cigarette light charger that charges USB-C. And we're going to see how this works. So just so you understand, there are a number of different ways in order to mount one of these devices right here that allows you to charge your phone. Now, I'll just say it like this. If you're an iPhone 12 Pro Max owner or iPhone 12 owner, chances are you'll actually like this unit and you'll probably want to use this. And the only thing about it is different cars have different, areas and places to mount these things. And I'm not altogether happy with having to mount these things the way that most of these cars force you to mount them. So basically, let me explain it like this. There's a simple clip back here, and this clip clips on to one of the vanes. So I can either put it here, 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 or I could put it over here. Now, personally, I'm a right-handed person. Now, there are some people who are left-handed. Those people are freaks, and we don't associate with those people. Bottom line is, if you're right-handed, like, normal people, what you're going to want to have is you're going to want to have your hand easy to be able to touch your phone and the navigation system. So that means that you'd probably want to end up mounting this thing here, right? So that's a possibility. You could possibly mount this thing right here. Me personally, number one, I don't like unsightly wires, and I don't like things hanging from the vanes on my car. So because of that, even though this is the ideal place to mount it, and I've noticed a lot of Uber drivers who have Toyotas, they mount these things like right about here. I don't like that because I feel it gets in the way of my view of the nav system. Now, ideally, it would really help if car manufacturers started putting a power outlet up here, because if you had like a little 12-volt power outlet up here, you'd be able to run a short wire, or you'd be able to shorten the wire and you'd be able to run it to the mirror so that you could set up a dash camera, or you could set up something like this, because this is just a USB-C, and you're going to need a cigarette lighter adapter, which I have. I have a USB-C cigarette light adapter. A lot of newer cars are coming with USB-C plugs. The problem is most of these people who build cars, most of them, what they tend to do is they build the USB-C ports down here, but they never put anything up here. So it would be really nice if car manufacturers would listen to the people, especially these Uber people and these Lyft drivers, who are telling them, guys, we need power access up here. I've noticed some of the newer trucks come with that because of like radar detectors and such. So I'm pretty sure the truck manufacturers, they've been listening to their clients. But it would be really nice if we also had that for cars. So as for this device, I have to say, when you stick your phone to it, all you got to do is put your phone there. This is so strong that the magnet strength is able to hold your phone in place. So you don't have to worry about your phone falling off. That's never going to happen, not in your lifetime. Those magnets are strong enough to keep your phone stuck right there until long after you're dead, because magnets have a pretty long magnetivity time. If you don't like the landscape layout, you can turn it sideways. And again, I don't like putting stress on my vanes, but because it's a ball and socket joint, you can turn this sideways and you can ride it just like this. I've noticed some Uber people do it like that. They do it sideways. I don't like putting stress on my vanes, but you can do it like this. Now, my idea to get some use out of this was to actually use the cup holder and to clip it onto one of these stems right here, so that this way, if I clip it onto a stem and I tighten it there, I can have it stay right there in this space. The problem is it's such a big phone, it also interferes with my jog dial. So that would mean that I would have to actually put it up here. But again, it's such a big phone that because it's so big, even if I were to clip it onto one of these vanes and I stick it right there, problem is now it blocks off my cups. I can't put my cups in there. So some cars are going to have issues, some cars are not going to have issues. But as for this device, This device will charge as quickly as your because you got to remember, this is USB-C. So if you plug this into your USB-C car charger, it will charge as fast as your fast charger can charge it. If you charge it into your car, it will charge as fast as your car can charge it. The downside about this is that I cannot plug my phone directly to, if I have CarPlay, Apple CarPlay. That's a problem. In fact, this happened with my aunt recently. I was explaining to my aunt that if she got one of these USB-C car adapters, it would be a fast charger to be able to charge her phone fast. She wasn't interested in charging it fast. She was interested in being able to use Apple CarPlay, which actually really doesn't make sense because her car came equipped with a navigation system. However, some cars do not include a navigation system. Like, for instance, the Ford Bronco I was driving yesterday. The Ford Bronco says you can use Apple CarPlay, you can use Android CarPlay, or whatever they call it, because I don't pay attention to Android phones. But anyway, you can use Apple CarPlay, but you don't have your own built-in navigation system. So some people don't want one of these simply because it doesn't interface directly to the car, and they're using the phone as their main primary navigation system. So here's the issue. Bottom line, pros and cons. This is a very well built device. I've used a lot of, CHOETECH has been sending me a lot of devices to test and a lot of devices to make videos of, and their build quality is great. The downside, again, is that this cannot directly interface your phone to the Apple CarPlay. Other than that, build quality is great. It feels high quality. It feels good. It has nice ventilation to make sure it doesn't overheat when you're doing magnetic induction charging, which is something that a lot of people notice about magnetic chargers with the iPhones and the Android phones. When you pick your phone up, if you're fast charging it, chances are the back is going to be hot. This will charge it at a steady rate. This will charge it in a way where it won't be like, scorching hot when you try to pick it off. But other than that, it's a nice little device. And aside from the fact that I don't like putting anything in my veins for my HVAC system, it's a great little device. So I'll try to work out something here later. Now, here's the thing. If you're a person who has a Toyota or a Honda or a Nissan and you really don't care about your interior because you don't even want to be seen in your own car, that's fine. What you can do is you can actually get one of these, plug this right into your veins. You can start using it. You'll be very, very happy with it. But as for me, I'd probably have to mount it down here somewhere. And as you can see, this entire interior design is so flat, there's no other place to put it. So I can't put it here. There's just no other place to put it. Everything here is flat. Everything is very, very flat. And I actually really like that. It's a shame that these car manufacturers don't come up with ideas of how to put stuff up here. Like, I've noticed a lot of new cars, they actually have a place, like the Ram trucks, for instance, they have a cubby up here where you can, put stuff, and they even sometimes have a 12-volt charger up here. But this is an older design, so you can't retrofit it. But different cars, again, have different options. And it's a great little device, and I'd like to thank CHOETECH for sending me this device. I'm going to definitely get some use out of it because I know my iPhone 12 will appreciate it. And also, I'd also like to keep this in mind. You don't necessarily have to use this in a car. If you have a bicycle, and if you have a place to clamp this into your bike, you can use this in a bicycle. I'll also say this. You can use this at an office desk where you just set your phone down and you clamp it on. You can use this on an exercise bike. You could use this on a treadmill. Anything that gives you a USB-C charger or a USB-C adapter to allow you to charge it. You can use this in a lot of places. So this is actually a really great product. And, as long as you understand what it is and its limitations and its strengths, you might be able to figure out something to do with this that I'm not even thinking of because you have a need that I just can't imagine. So I'm very, very thankful. Thank you very much, CHOETECH. I'm very, very happy that I got this. Thank you for giving it to me. And I really appreciate it. I'm definitely going to figure out a way to get some use out of it.